What is up, everybody? It's draft time again on Fantasy Endgame, and guess what? It's best ball time. No, you're not looking at the screen wrong. It's not an underdog draft, but we are doing best ball on Draft Lane. That's right, we got it. Most of those other platforms don't. We got it. We got a best ball league going on here on Draft Lane, and you guys are drafting with us. In fact, I believe we are almost full. Do we even have room for one more? Is there one more spot?
Last time I looked, there was one more. Let's see. Yep, still one more spot.
Okay, so anybody out there, the code to join is right there. And if you didn't already hear, the app is working on Android as well as iOS. So get the Draft Lane app if you haven't already. Download it, get the updated version, make sure it's the latest version. And then you can just use that code, the link that's on there in the comments, or you can just copy paste it. If you go to Join League, I'll show you real quick what it looks like. And if you're in the home page here, and there's some of the leagues we've done already with you guys. If you click on we're still going with hamburger here, right? This thing, going with the hamburger.
Yeah, that's what they call it, right? The hamburger icon.
Looks like a hamburger to me. Down here, Join League. And then you can put the code right in there. All right. So one more person can join. And then we're going to get this thing started. And
actually, we're full. I just set the draft order.
There we go. Just like that. All right. So this is the 8th league, real league, not just a mock that we're drafting with you guys, but the first best ball. And there we go. There's the 12.
And Anthony, it's not your location. There's no location limits on this. It's just, I think it filled. The last spot filled. So
right, but good. We got some people in here who haven't been able to get in here before, like Mary Jo got in. Some other people on Android, so good to see. All right, well, let's get in the draft room. We still got a couple minutes left, so while we're waiting for this to start, let's try and knock out some of these comments, because the very first one was NMB, was here nice and early. Keep Kittle in the 5th, Ricky in the 16th.
Ricky Pearsall on the 16th. Give me Ricky Pearsall on the 16th. That's a steal. Like Kittle goes in the 4th. I like Kittle this year, but he usually goes in the 4th. Let's go Ricky Pearsall on the 16th.
Yeah, exactly. Kittle, that's pretty much where he goes. So it's not a great value here. What is up, resident and possibly only remaining Saints fan, Juice 420. Had my first draft last night in one of the leagues I play in, got the 1-8. He said he doesn't love it. Okay, well, let's see. 14 teamer, Dak, Achane, Pollard, CD, McConkey, Laporta, Odunze, bench. That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. It's a 14 teamer. I mean, look, assuming Achane is okay. You got 2 good running backs. You got 2 great wide receivers. You got a solid tight end. You got a good quarterback. I like Odunze in your flex. I mean, look, it's a 14. You got Jordan. You got some good running backs on the bench. It's a 14 teamer. Like, it's not gonna be stacked.
Right. I think that's a really solid start for a 14 teamer. You got a clear number 1 with CD, and then you got Achane still on the way back. And then you got McConkey. You have a clear number 2. Odunze, I like a lot this year. Pollard is solid as an RB2. I mean, yeah, I don't see really what's not to like. The bench is a little, okay, maybe not sketchy, but if Mixon comes back and Harris comes back strong, you might have had great value there. The receivers are not deep. All right, the receivers, not gonna lie, you got Downs and kind of that's it. So that's probably the only thing I wouldn't love here.
Let's show some people. Some people saying they can't, like Andrea saying, let's go back to the home screen.
Okay,
real quick. So if you go to the home if you go to the home screen, you're not going to see all the leagues we see here, but if you scroll down here, you should see Endgame Community League 8. Click on that, and then when you click on it, you should see Draft Room down there at the bottom. Click on that, and that should take you into the draft.
We're still in pre-draft mode for like 20 more seconds, but then you can click on the Draft Room, and there it is. In fact, 5 seconds.
Yeah, and we're doing a second clock. We have people asking if we do a second one. What do you think? Should we do a second one tonight? Maybe like quick 10-teamer after this?
Yeah, why not? I mean, if people are going to
Let's
join,
do it.
always down.
Hang tight, guys. We'll do a second one. Post the link. All right, Juice, you are on the clock. Here we go. Draft is underway. All right, so Juice obviously in because he took Chase instantly. All right, Mary Jo.
Let's see. Where are we? I didn't even get to look.
I'm at 2.
Oh, you're
Anthony, yours the league's found because you didn't get in this league, unfortunately. but stick around, Anthony. When we get towards the end of this one, I'll post for the next one. So be ready. Now, I also need to say this. You need to, first of all, you need to go to the App Store or Google Play and make sure you have version 1.2.3, the latest version. So either update your app or download the app from the Google Play or the App Store. And then number 2, if you're on Android, the link doesn't work. You can't click the link if you're on Android, only iPhone. So I will post the code as well. And what you're going to do, what pick are you, Pierre?
I think I'm like at the 9.
All right. Well, let's wait till after pick. After Pierre makes his pick here, we'll show you how to do it if you're on Android, how to join league.
All right.
Anthony, if you're on Apple, you should be able to click the link, but I'm going to post it when we get towards the end of this one.
Man, I almost
you're on the
had
clock.
Saquon fall to me. That would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy.
I'm not scared of neighbors, right? Okay.
All right, let's go back to the home screen real quick. All right, so when you get to the home screen here, you're going to click the little hamburger icon on the top right. Then you're going to click Join League down there. This is for Android users. Or if it doesn't work on your phone for some reason, click Join League. Then you're going to copy, paste the code, enter it where it says enter code, and click Join.
That's it.
Anthony, you got to wait for the new link, Anthony. It's going to be towards the end of this draft. There's no link right now. Ignore the other links.
Yeah, that one is too late.
Yeah, that link is full. I'll be posting a new link when we get towards the end of this round or this draft. So stick around.
Yeah,
we'll get you guys in.
I'll start putting the board up pretty soon once it gets past my pick. Let's do this real quick. Alexis did put a super chat. Thank you. Not taking tight end early. All right. Do we consider any of the mid-round tight ends, or do we wing it, or do you just wait, take a shot on one of this year's rookies? What say you on tight ends?
I mean, I'm okay with some of the mid-round guys. Like if you watched our QB tight end video, I'll take like the Hawkinsons, the Andrews, the Njokus, the Ingrams, but I'm also okay waiting. I'm not sure how I feel about Loveland. Warren, it looks like is going to be out there a lot. Of course, he's going to be catching passes from Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones or James. But I'll take one of those mid rounds. But I'm also okay just completely punting tight end and just waiting for like a Brenton Strange, even like a Chigo Okonkwo, who I think is going to be out there a ton.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, this year I feel like with tight end, you can almost go any direction. I mean, if you take McBride, or even if you wait like round 4, we were saying maybe he falls around 5. Kittle, love Kittle this year. I'm all over Hawkinson this year. There are late round tight ends I'm fine with, so I almost feel like any direction could work as long as it's a good value, just as long as you're not reaching. But yeah, I also agree. I don't want Loveland necessarily as my starting tight end. All right, there we go. Let's see if there's anything else we need to get to. Yeah, this is, I think we already answered this, Red. This is best ball, 3 receivers, 1 flex, 2 running backs.
Yeah, so what's really cool about this, like you guys are used to the underdog best ball where you don't do anything. You actually do stuff, and this is a real fantasy league. You're still going to make waiver claims, trade if you want. You can still boost players every week. Now, of course, there's no bust protection or swap because best ball kind of handles that by default, right? Like if a guy gets hurt, he's not going to be in your starting lineup probably. And this is best ball. We want maximum upside here. 3 wide receiver. But you can still do everything else. You can do boost player, waivers, trades, still head-to-head matchups. There's still playoffs at the end of the year. It's just like a regular fantasy league. As regular as draft lane fantasy leagues can be, which aren't regular at all because they're awesome and they're new and exciting and different. You just don't have to set your lineup every week.
Right. Save you. That's kind of our goal, right? This with the bust protection, the swap is try to remove some of the things you don't like about fantasy football. And look, if you just don't like having to decide who to start in your lineup every week, there you go. You don't have to worry about it starting the wrong guy or vice versa. Best ball doesn't just have to be big tournaments. Got an interesting question here. I'm gonna put this one up. It's a dynasty question, and this also leads to, I guess, today's news. The Browns still all over the news. But first, let's do this. Coda, Devontae Adams, a first and a second for Devontae Smith and Judkins in a 10-man full PPR dynasty.
Oh. How early is the first?
Good question. It's a 10-man. It's more shallow. It can't be too late of a pick.
That's true. It's a 10-man. But if it's like the 110, so it'll probably be like 5 to 7, so the middle.
Well, yeah. Judkins, the thing with Judkins, he just now, you're right, they got the charges dismissed. But the word today is they still haven't signed him, and there's still no word on when he might even come back. So now I'm wondering if this is all just a big hoax.
I mean, the big hoax. I think he's going to sign at some point. I'm sure, I'm sure the Browns want to make sure that they're getting a deal they feel comfortable with. I think I got to take the Smith-Judkins side. I mean, Adams might be okay this year, but come on, Devonta Smith still like 26, 27 years old. Judkins still has plenty of long-term upside. I think I'm going to take the younger players here.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm trying to multitask here and draft as well. I think I just took Brock Bowers. It's okay, I guess. Late third.
I mean, third round Brock Bowers, you can't be upset with third round Brock Bowers.
Yeah. Well, and the running backs here, I'm looking at the running backs left. Like, I don't want it. I feel like it's too early. Cook and Hall, I don't need them yet. And I already started with 2 good wide receivers. So I feel like that's like the spot where, okay, go tight end. Can still get a pretty good receiver on the way back, or I can go running back. So I do now feel if I don't get a good running back here, then I'm going to be regretting it. We'll see, though. We'll see how late I want to wait. Okay, let's get that off, by the way. Sorry. And I will put the draft board back up pretty soon after I make my pick. There goes McBride. Browns also in the news for great reasons. I think we just got to bump every receiver up now. Joe Flacco has been named the starter for week 1.
No surprise there. I mean, the Browns aren't even a serious franchise. Let's be real.
Yeah, they don't seem too serious.
I mean, even if you're like the Browns and you're like, hey, we think Joe Flacco gives us the best chance to win. Like you're literally going to go into 2025 starting 40-year-old Joe Flacco over the 2 rookies you drafted.
Yes, they are.
But I think it's certainly better for the pass catchers than Kenny Pickett. That's for sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm being sort of serious. I mean, I much rather see Joe Flacco out there than Kenny Pickett or Dylan Gabriel. Yes, so it's not bad. I mean, it'll be great for a couple of weeks. See how much he's got left. How much does Flacco have left in the tank?
Yeah, they still have memories of what 2022, right? When he like carried him into the playoffs and threw like 4 interceptions, including 2 pick sixes or whatever he did in the playoff game.
But he got him there. That's what matters.
But he did get him there. He did get him there.
Is it that long ago? Feels like it was just yesterday.
Maybe it was 2023.
I don't even remember.
Last year he was with the Colts, right? So I think it was 2023 because last year he was with the Colts. I'm on the clock.
Yeah, last year was.
All right, you guys are gonna. I mean, I don't normally like going early QB, but you're gonna give me Lamar. I'm gonna take Lamar. Lamar at the end of the 4th round. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you gotta take that. And then I think it's official now. The hype train is steamrolling out of control. Young Money, I know you're a Commanders fan, but okay, Krosky Merritt. It's getting a little crazy. How much is too much? Yeah, we're high on him too, right? We're high on him, but
well, I'll say this: not to pour cold water on Krosky Merritt, but this Bengals defense. I know it's preseason, but they look worse than last year. I mean, Chris Rodriguez has 62 yards on 6 carries. Chris Rodriguez's first carry went for 40-something yards. And Chris Rodriguez played the only series that Jaden Daniels played, not Corey Krosky Merritt. Now, I'd say the only series Jaden Daniels plays is because it was 4 series. It was a Deebo Samuel 19-yard run, a Chris Rodriguez 40-yard run, a Chris Rodriguez 1-yard run, and then a Jaden Daniels 14-yard touchdown run. Like the Bengals. I'm pretty sure I could run for a yard against the Bengals defense right now. Yeah, I know Chris Rodriguez is nothing special. I'm not buying into Chris Rodriguez, but he didn't play with the starters. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt didn't play with the starters tonight. So but again, the starters only played 4 snaps. So we like JCM. We've been talking up JCM.
Yeah.
Yeah, the holes are ridiculous. Like that's what I'm. And even Jaden Daniels, you probably didn't see it, but he's like at the 2-yard line and they have a chance to tackle him, and it was like they were in like a scrimmage and like, oh, we can't hit him. Yeah, but this is good for the Bengals offense because it means they're going to be in a ton of huge shootouts again, like last year.
Oh yeah, and especially who knows the whole Hendrickson situation. Somehow their defense might be worse. So yeah, gotta love Bengals here. Okay, so here's that same dilemma. It happened yesterday on Best Ball. Breece Hall, nobody wants him anymore, but I'm not sure if I want him. I think I'm gonna go receiver again. So I think I'll be fine waiting. How about this? Not sure if serious or trolling. Krosky Merritt over Chuba.
No, I can't put him that high yet. We did move him up to we did move him up because I mean, look, it sounds like Brian Robinson not even at the stadium tonight. It certainly sounds like the Commanders are done with Brian Robinson, which is really weird to me because, if you think about it, okay, say whatever you want about what kind of offense they want to run, what vision they have for the offense. Like Brian Robinson is still a guy who we need a few yards. He can get us a few yards, or we need he's still. It's not like Brian Robinson is terrible and has no value, for an offense. He's on the last year of his rookie deal. They're paying him next to nothing. Like I don't really understand why they want to get rid of Brian Robinson so badly. I don't understand. He's not complaining. He's not like a locker room cancer. I don't understand, but apparently he's gone. I mean, he's gone at some point. So
yeah, it's do I go Burrow? Hold on. All right. I've gotten 0 RB long enough. There was something, I guess it was like one of the Washington announcers, somebody said something that is just third hand. Mind you, I didn't hear this myself, but I trust absolutely everything I see on social media. So something about how they weren't happy late in the season, how he was kind of, especially in the postseason, he was timid, running, and he wasn't being aggressive, his running style, and they didn't like he blew a couple of assignments. They were unhappy about something with the way he performed late last season. Who knows?
Well, they're
I
always
mean, like,
unhappy with something because they're getting rid of him. Like I think at this point it's pretty much a done deal. It's just a matter of like, what are they going to get for him? Like I don't think, like even if he ends up on the roster, he's only on the roster until they trade him, basically, and he probably won't even play. He'll probably hardly play, right? Like that's it. I mean, it's obvious. Like why? It's one thing to be like, yeah, we're resting the starters, but usually the starters are still on the sideline with the team, even if they're not playing in preseason. They told Brian Robinson, don't even show up. Don't even show up tonight. It's cool. Don't even come. So yeah, it's very clear he's gone, which means now JCM has a very clear path to touches.
Yeah.
What's my team looking like here?
We we moved him up already, you know, based on speculation and how he's looking and could. And now you got to wonder how far is too far. Like I'm saying, I'm not putting him over Chuba, but I mean, does he even belong in the top 100? I think that's still a little aggressive.
Yeah, because again, like we're talking about a 7th round rookie who shouldn't be a 7th round rookie because again, he the NCAA hosed him last year. But still, it's not like there's a clear, it's not like it's clear, like, oh yeah, he's for sure going to be, the starting running back here or anything.
Right. Nothing is promised.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know we did move him up, right? We moved him up. I'm trying to think. Like, I know we moved him up.
I feel like he's in like the 130s, maybe overall, something like that. 140.
Yeah, which might be too low right now. Like again, if he would have started tonight instead of Chris Rodriguez, I'd probably be like, maybe we do have to move him in the top 100. But
Charlene wants to know, by the way, she likes Krosky Merritt. Okay, what also about Ollie Gordon, another late round guy who now does potentially have a path? Again, Achan's not a calf thing, but it's not serious. But Madison's out for the season. Jalen Wright has looked bad in preseason. So, could Ollie Gordon? I think he could be a sneaky. He could be the one that no one is actually talking about that winds up having some value.
Yeah, but a lot of people are talking about him now because he had a nice preseason game. Remember, he came in like the third quarter when it was like, you're talking about like third stringers when he was playing. Maybe he came in late second quarter. I don't remember. But Jalen Wright started the game. But look, Achan healthy. I don't think of like they need one of or both of Ollie Gordon and Jalen Wright. They like. Yes, Achan will get Achan will get, if he's healthy, he'll get about 200 carries, probably catch 80 plus passes, maybe 100 passes. But they still need somebody to fill that short yardage, type of role, that bigger back type of role. And that's where Wright or Gordon could fit in, even with Achan healthy. Gordon's goes my favorite prospect. He's okay. I think if I had to rank them as prospects, I like Jalen Wright better. But as we've seen, not every prospect, goes to the NFL and, just sticks with, he was better than him. Sometimes guys go to the NFL and for whatever reason it clicks, right? And for other guys, it doesn't for whatever reason. So I don't think you need to draft Ollie Gordon unless you're in like a really deep league. But definitely a name to keep an eye on.
Right. Someone to keep an eye on, like I said, for waivers potentially in the future. Anthony, since we refused to let him in the draft.
Just
kidding.
You're out, Anthony. You're out.
All right. This is a keeper question. Sun got in the first, JT in the 6th, or CMC in the first and JT in the 6th. Okay, so I guess you're keeping JT either way. So you're asking... the way I interpret it, you're asking Sun God or CMC.
I mean, yeah, you probably got to keep JT in the 6, right?
Yeah.
I'm going. Well, I mean, I like CMC more than Amon-Ra this year. Also, if we try to project into next year, probably would feel better keeping Amon-Ra St. Brown next year than CMC, because even if CMC goes out there, let's say, and he's healthy all season, and he's like the RB2 or whatever, he's awesome. He's going to be 30 years old next year, and we know, like, okay, he just had an awesome, healthy season. Does not mean he's now going to get hurt. It's not how this works. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Oh, he said he's messed up.
Oh, he messed that one up?
But I still don't understand it, because now he's saying I messed up or Amon-Ra in the first and CMC in the second. Just, I still don't get it. Still don't get it.
Oh, well, I guess. Well, if that's the decision, if it's Amon-Ra in the first or CMC in the second, then I would say CMC in the second. That makes it easier.
Yeah, if that's the decision, if that's the decision, it's CMC in the second.
Yeah. How about another late round rookie running back? Why not? Woody Marks from Pain Bliss.
Yeah, I'll say about Woody. I drafted a decent amount of Woody Marks underdog, but I'm not feeling great about Woody Marks right now. I mean, it sounds like we can't read too much in preseason, especially this stays in preseason because they only have 3 preseason games. Like, we're probably not even going to see the starters next week for any of these teams. We hardly get to see the starters all in preseason anymore. Remember, it used to be like when they had the 4 preseason games, it'd be like no starters in week 1, a little bit in week 2, and then week 3 we'd see the starters for like an entire half, and then no starters in week 4. Now it's like we hardly even see the starters for most of the teams at all in the preseason. But if I had to guess right now, I would think. Like, I think Woody Marks is making the team. They use too much draft capital on, but I would think Nick Chubb and Dameon Pierce are the guys kind of battling for RB1 if Joe Mixon is out. So I think Woody Marks is fine. Could be like a late season type of guy, but again, I don't think he's a guy you have to draft in a typically sized redraft league.
No. Chubb is still the starter, and I guess he looked good enough this last time out. I mean, he's going to be the guy, and what I've said before too is no matter how good Woody Marks looks, they're still going to give the carries to Chubb early in the season and possibly most of the season until Mixon comes back anyways. So I honestly think it would take a Nick Chubb injury for him to really be relevant, which is very possible. I mean, there's someone who could get hurt. It's Nick Chubb, but still. Late round best ball pick, I don't think in redraft is worth a selection anywhere. We did just see Charbonnet get taken. This is interesting because ND 532 wants to know, trade Caleb Johnson for Zach Charbonnet. That wouldn't make sense, except he does say he has Ken Walker, so take him to have the handcuff, or maybe just that out on Caleb Johnson. But I still don't think I'm pretty
out on Caleb Johnson right now. It doesn't even sound like he's ahead of like Kenneth Gainwell, who I didn't even know was on the Steelers.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for Kenneth Gainwell. Give me Charbonnet. I actually excuse me. I actually talk about this in an upcoming video. I think the Seahawks might lead the league in rushing this year. I want both these guys if I can, because I think, of course, I prefer Kenneth Walker. I still feel like Kenneth Walker is the RB1 when he's healthy. But if Kenneth Walker misses games, Charbonnet is going to be a must start, like pretty much every single game Kenneth Walker's out. So I don't, just give me Zach Charbonnet, especially if I have Walker. I'm doing this. I'm doing it.
I'll tell you where I've come now on Caleb Johnson, how disappointed really and how down I am on him. I just drafted Jaylen Warren, which is something I did not think I would do in the year 2025, but I did.
Yep.
I think he's getting most of the touches there. Caleb Johnson will mix in eventually, but Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. Man, talk about disappointing. This group of running backs is pretty disappointing.
Yeah, this has been a very, I mean, we had 6 quarterbacks drafted so far.
I'm gonna have to reach a little bit. It's a 0 RB type of team. It's normally I see if this is where it's a little different in best ball. Not again, this is not best ball mania, not a huge tournament, but taking Benson to handcuff my Connor, I just don't know if I'm going to do it in this format. Whereas in a redraft, it would make sense. Oh, let me take this off. Let's see. Okay, well, let me make sure I don't miss my pick. And there we have it. What round are we in?
Wow.
Round
What pick was that?
9. Cross Ski Merritt.
Is that Young Money? Who did that? Who made that pick?
Hysterical.
Hysterical. The Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt hype is really out of control.
I failed to scroll down far enough to get to him, but that's okay. I like Braylon Allen too. Braylon Allen, it's this is where we're at. This is the type of running back you get. Jonathan, popular question. Neighbors or Nico?
Well, so I actually did. So I did a video back in May. It was like how the first round of fantasy draft should go. And it still is getting like a bunch of views, a lot of views every day. And I'm like, man, I need to update this because that was May. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of things have changed since May. So I actually filmed the new version today. It will be out Wednesday. Spoiler alert, I put Nico over Neighbors. I think Neighbors is fine. I'm not worried about the shoulder, the back. I'm not worried about that stuff at all. Look, everybody was getting worried about Justin Jefferson. He's back at practice today. Everybody's worried about Achane right now. All it takes is for Achane to be back out of practice and nobody's worried anymore, right? All it's going to take is for Neighbors to be back out of practice and nobody's going to be worried anymore. But the toe is not going away. It's just not. Like, we know it's not going away. Now, it didn't impact him last year. Remember, the 2 games he missed was a concussion. Didn't impact him last year. It might not impact him this year, but there's a chance that it could, right? There's a chance that the toe could impact him. So for that, I had to drop him down a little bit. He's still a first rounder for me and move Nico up.
Yeah, I think I'm finally just acknowledging that the toe is something that you at least have to consider, right? It's a possible concern that could crop up during the season. So
right,
going Nico now.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what that means. Okay. Do Billy? Yes. I think this is an easy yes. Do you like the Bryce Young McMillan stack?
Yeah, I mean, you probably don't have to draft Bryce Young in most redraft leagues, but yes.
Yep. If you're waiting on quarterback, not bad at all. He's saying, oh, no, this is Steven. Totally forgot about him. Okay.
Yeah, what round are we in here? We got to get the second link going here. Let's get the
we are
link.
around 10.
After I make my next picks here because I have 2 quick picks.
Yeah, we're around 10. We got a couple more. Andrew, this is a good question. Week 1, already saying the lineup. Love it. We'll talk more about this, so you can hang out for a couple of weeks and we'll do our start sit when we dive into the actual matchups and all that. But right here, right now, if you want to set your lineup early, Tyler Warren or Kincaid week 1. He says he's thinking Warren, but I don't know, rookie tight end in his first start. I don't know. I might go Kincaid.
Also, I don't know who do the Colts. I don't know the week 1 schedule yet. Who do the Colts play? Who do the Bills play? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I probably would lean Kincaid.
Colts play the Dolphins. Not too bad. Bill get the Ravens. Not a great matchup.
Maybe Warren then. But I mean,
Yeah.
also who's going to be the quarterback for the Colts?
Yeah, that's the problem.
We need upside here. We need upside.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna make the next league here. So this will be Endgame Community 9. We'll just do redraft or best ball. What do you think? Another redraft?
Yeah, this one was best ball. Let's mix it up. Let's do redraft.
And we'll just do a 10-teamer.
And then I want to say Zarate, like karate. Zarat. Thoughts on Scatterbo as depth for bench? Chris just took Cam Scatterbo. I think we can call him his boy. Took him again. More than just depth, I think. I'm still a Tyrone Tracy fan, so I'm not opposed to taking Scatterbo though.
Yeah, sorry, because I'm doing this. But I'm listening. Yeah. I still like Scatterbo. Obviously, the hamstring. It's really frustrating because all the buzz coming out of camp early in camp was how good he was looking and that he was taking starter snaps. And I'm like, man, this is great. He's just going to build on this. And then he got hurt with the hammy. But I still like him. Like, yeah, so now I feel like, can I have draft time in the past? I don't have a draft time in the past. Let me see. What did I mess up? Why does it say 12 a.m.? 7 o'clock p.m. Okay, 7 p.m. All right, let's see. But then I look at more of like bench depth, probably like a long-term play. Why is this not letting me? 7? Am I wrong? It's not 7 o'clock yet, is it? My time? Try this.
No, not yet. Got like almost 20 minutes.
Please allow 60 minutes before draft time. Ugh. I guess I should have made this sooner. Okay. My developer coming in clutch, saying set a draft time in the future and he'll change it. All right. Ollie coming in clutch as usual.
Yep. He's in here, right? Isn't he? He's in this draft.
He's in this draft. Okay, so I'm going to set it. So I'll just set it for whatever. Just set it for 9 p.m. and he can. So, yeah, he can change it. Hold on. 30. We want 30-second clock. Yes. Next. Save. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to get the link and the code. So stay tuned.
All right. While you're doing that,
get ready.
While you're ready, get yourself. Paul has a super chat. He's been waiting, so let's do this. Purdy, McCarthy, Walker, Charbs, Harvey, Dobbins, Pollard, Lamb, BTJ, Myers, Igbuka, Kirk, Kittle, and this is a 12-teamer. Yeah, that's pretty good for a 12-teamer. You don't have a clear RB1, but we both love Walker and Harvey. I think that duo is really solid for you got them because you have good 2 elite receivers. You got a really good core tight end, I should say. Yeah, I'm happy with that team. I'd say it's like a solid 8.
Yeah, how many teams is this?
12-teamer.
Oh man, this is stat. You got the Walker Sharp stack with Harvey and Dobbins with Pollard. Lamb, BTJ, Kobe, Igbuka, Kirk, Kittle at tight end. Purdy. Yeah, this is a great team. Great team. All right. Also, PR, I just sent you the links. Make sure you get in there. I don't know if you can do it on your phone right now.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go Goff. I think I got JMO in this draft. Oops. Okay, let me show the board here so I can see what's happening. Sorry, I'm scrolling. Here we go. Finally got my quarterback. Let's take this off.
Yeah, are you able to join the league?
Oh, actually, let me see. Let me see if it affects the mirroring here. We will find out.
That's fine. We'll put it back. We'll put it right back up. Here's jumping in the league.
Yeah, it'll take a second.
And I'm just waiting for my dev to say it's okay to share the link. Because I think he's manually adjusting the draft time. So stay tuned, guys. So I'm going to post the link. So if you're on iPhone, you should, as long as you're on your phone, make sure you're on your phone. Don't do it from like your desktop or your laptop or anything like that. Make sure you're on your phone. You should be able to click the link. If you're on Android, you're going to have to, what we showed in the beginning, go to the Hamburger Join League and paste the code. But I will post both of them in a chat here in just a moment. So stay tuned. Get ready.
There you go. All right. I'm in. I'll hang tight. We do one more after this. This is our best ball league. We're going to do a redraft one very soon. And for those who joined late or don't know like what's going on here, Draft Lane. This is the app. Download Draft Lane. You can see it. And right there, scrolling down at the bottom, we have our own leagues. That's right. We're hosting fantasy football leagues on the Draft Lane app. Get in one. If you can't get in the one tonight, right now, you're watching this back later or something. If you want to do more, we got them going on all the time. Go to draftlane.com/play and jump in any of the free public leagues that we have open, and we have a lot. So go ahead and sign up now. Android or iOS.
How many rounds we have left? One more round.
Are you going double jag? Tooting in Etienne.
You know, I don't think I can, in a best ball league, I don't think I could pass on Etienne here.
I thought about Etienne. I considered him, but obviously I didn't do it.
I think this is just a little. All right, last pick here. I probably need 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably need wide receiver. Let's go some upside. I don't know if it's upside, but I think Josh Palmer could be sneaky good for the Bills. All right, here comes the link, guys. Get ready.
All right, you want to join? Here we go. Draft number 2 by popular demand. We're at 13, yeah. Around 13. We're almost done here.
All right, here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Get ready. It's gonna fill quick, I'm sure. Oh, that formatted terribly.
I was gonna say I don't think that's the whole thing. Oh wait, there. Like I think it got chopped or something.
Well, I had to put a space in it, but it got rid of it. All right, sorry guys. StreamYard formatted that terribly. Okay, there's
there. That looks right.
That's the code for Android users. Here's the link for iPhone. All right. There you go. That's better.
Nice. All right, a couple more picks here. I already know who I'm going to get, unless somebody snipes me. Real quick answers to burning questions. Andrew, want to know how you feel about Herbert Ladd for week 1 against the Chiefs, or would you rather start Dak?
I mean, I'd probably rather start Dak over Herbert.
Week 1? Yeah. And again, we'll be doing the week 1 starts soonish. Right. We still got draft season left, but yeah, right now, get it. You want to start?
I mean, Cowboys face the Eagles. That's not really great, but
yeah,
I still would rather have Dak.
A good chance they might have to throw a lot.
True.
All right. Well, I think that's it.
All right. Well, that draft is full, so hopefully hopefully you guys got in. That draft's already full.
Here we go. All right, that was League 8, right? Here comes League 9.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see some nice names in here. Uwe 2K in here. Frost, Josh Aces. Nice. All right, I just random. Oh, I got the number 2 pick again. All right, so this draft doesn't start for 10 minutes. So while we wait, there's the draft order. So it starts in 10 minutes. So while we wait, since we have a lot of people here who maybe have not checked this out yet, why don't we go back to the other league that just finished, the Best Ball League?
All right.
And show some of the cool stuff that Draft Lane has that nobody else has.
Good point, because it's been a couple days, and also I don't think the last time we even did all this. All right, so here we go. League 8. Now you notice typically what we've been doing is you're going and you're setting a lineup. It's already set for me. This is Best Ball, and so it doesn't necessarily matter anyways, but you don't have to worry about it because, by the way, we have Best Ball for redraft, and you don't have to pay anything. Not a tournament. It's free. So you can do Best Ball format if you want, but here we go. Any league you're in, redraft Best Ball. Now, there's some features Best Ball doesn't have because it just doesn't make sense. The swap player thing, right? The bust thing. You don't need that because if a guy gets hurt and leaves in the first quarter, you don't need to swap him out because your Best Ball scoring is going to do that automatically, which is one of the nice things. It's basically we gave those options that you love, the things that you like about Best Ball that make fantasy less frustrating, but we added them as options in redraft. See? So you don't need to worry about it here, but you do also get this. We can boost a player. All right. Now, you think the boost? I feel like the boost is almost even it's more challenging to pick in Best Ball, but it might even be more valuable.
Well, it's true because if you boost a player and gets hurt or something, or he doesn't crack your lineup, that would hurt.
And so let's I'm big on London. Let's just go London. Here we go. Week 1. And the boost, for those of you like, what is that? What does boost mean? So there you go. Boosting him means that he's going to get an extra default 50% of his point total added because he's my boost, right? Getting extra points there because he's my boy.
For just let you boost him, Miguel. Just let Pierre boost Drake London. Yeah,
I don't think it shouldn't matter who you pick. Now I swapped him out. Well, sometimes it'll say that. By the way, if ever you get that error occurred or something, just try it again and just keep trying it until it works. See, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, okay, if it's not letting you boost him, just do what Pierre did. Just move him to the starting lineup and boost him. But the whatever you call it, the program is going to, as the games play, it's really cool. You're going to see it as the games play. Obviously, you got to wait till week 1. And scores are going. You're going to see guys going in your lineup, leaving your lineup, going back in your lineup, leaving your lineup, right? Like, it's going to just as the games are going, it's going to automatically give you your best lineup in real time. It's really awesome. It's a ton of fun. And again, you don't have to stress, like, who do I start? Oh, man, I can't decide. Do I start this guy or this guy? You know what I mean? Or like, oh, man, like, my whoever got hurt in the first quarter, like, okay, it's fine. You got other running backs. You got other wide receivers. So
exactly. So that's what it looks like right now. But again, it doesn't even matter who I got in my starting lineup because it's going to adjust automatically. So you can play around with it. Those of you who are already in this draft or in this league, I should say, you can see all the matchups. You can check them out individually. Hey, guess who's playing each other in week 1? Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
And then, all right, so Gersepal and Miguel are squaring off. You can see their rosters. I see Miguel did his boost already, got Genty in there, and he went with Nico. Nice. All right. But you can switch it, right, until week 1 starts. And then the league picks. Let's talk about league picks real quick. Let me go back to my team. League picks, it's a fun little feature. What it says here, pick all of your league's matchups correctly, and you get an extra win. So you can decide who you think in your league is going to win each matchup. Of course, you can go back to where I was before and look at the matchups and look at the rosters and decide. Which, again, I feel like in Best Ball, going to be even more challenging, but that's what makes it fun.
Best ball is going to be very challenging. But here's the good news is, so we've made these leagues where if you do the league picks and you get them all right, you get an extra win. You can also make it, if you want to set up your own leagues to play with your friends or your family or whatever. You can make it so if you do the league picks and you don't get them all right, you get a loss.
Right.
So again, just another cool little fun strategy there. You don't have to make league picks. You can just ignore it and say like, I don't want to do it. Right? I'll just take my win or my loss from the head-to-head matchup.
You can just trash it right here.
It's a fun little thing to kind of like, look at the other teams, who you think is going to win, who you think is going to lose. It's a little fun way to like, again, just we're trying to think outside the box. Like instead of just your typical like, he scored a touchdown. I caught a pass. Like, how else can we make it other strategies, other fun things, way to take the game? Because let's be real, like other than like PPR becoming a thing, football really hasn't changed since it started. Like it's been the same, right? The only difference was like, yeah, you had to use a newspaper and wait for the box scores to come out the next day, and now it's all real time. But it's essentially the same game it's always been, and it's a great game. It's a great game, but it could be better.
Yeah, it definitely could be better, and that's what we're trying to do is make it better. Another thing you can do, just to add a little bit more skin in the game here, and you can do NFL picks. It's exactly what it sounds like. You've probably done this before, some sort of a pick'em league. Well, you don't have to have a separate league just for pick'ems. You can make pick'ems part of your fantasy football league, and you can earn points for it. Again, this is an option. Commissioners have a choice if you create your own league. This is a choice. And I believe we even have it where you can just can you just how much, right? Because it's half a point for each. I can't remember if you can make it a full point.
I don't know if you can make it a full point or not. But on this one, yeah, it just adds to your weekly score. You can pick as many or as few games as you want, and you either gain half a point to your weekly score or you lose half a point. So again, trying to think like, hey, what's one of the things that's not so great about fantasy? You don't care who wins or loses the game, right? I talk to a lot of people like who really like football. And when I tell them, they're like, oh, and I tell them what, they ask me what I do. And I talk, this is what I do. I do fantasy football, do all this. They're like, man, everybody's trying to get me to play fantasy football, but I just want to enjoy the games. Well, now you can actually root for the games as well, right? It's not just, who scores a touchdown. It's like, hey, who wins and loses? And also, if you want to go back to the home screen, Pierre, it's not just picking games and it's like, okay, you can get extra points or not. Go back to go to home. Then go down to the star. Click on the star. And you can see right there NFL pick standings. So it's actually going to track everybody across all leagues, NFL picks, to show who's doing the best in the picks. Across all leagues, all players. So this is a cool thing Ali added. We might even give away a prize to whoever does the best across the entire season. So again, just ways to enhance the game of fantasy football, which is already a great game. Doesn't mean it can't get better.
Yeah, exactly. All things that don't know that you can find anywhere else, to be honest. So there we go. Just messing around with some of those features. This is our best ball league. It also gives you your fab. It tells you how many ads, trades, all that stuff, pending moves. So guys, you're in this league, go ahead and play around with it.
Then one more thing here real quick. I'm going to post, if you're having any issues with leagues, I just posted the Discord link. Go into the Discord. I mean, you should go on the Discord anyways. If you're not in the Discord, if you're not on the in our Discord server, go get in our Discord server because you can get all kinds of information in there. But if you're having any issues, go in there. We have a channel specifically for Draft Lane. It's Draft Lane support. Go in there, and myself, Ali, Pierre will help you out. And also, we need to get feedback, like what's working, what's not.
Yeah, exactly. And as I said before, if something gives you an error, doesn't seems like it didn't work, try it again. Usually that solves the issue. And if it still doesn't work, or you get some sort of weird message or some problem, we do want to know. Like you have to let us know. We want to know so we can fix it. Or should I say Ali can fix it. All right. draft room. Let's get in here. We got a 1 minute left. By the way, Steven, thank you. Appreciate the super sticker. I don't know if you put any question or comment. If you're just giving a shout out, we appreciate you. And speaking of, always appreciate Stinger in the house.
What's up, Stinger?
The one, well, Yui, you're in this one. I think you already know. This one is going to be redraft, not best ball.
Right. This one's redraft, 10-teamer. PPR, 3 wide receiver.
Humberto, what's
30-second clock, so you got to be on your game here.
Oh, yeah. Is it starting already? Oh, I don't worry. I did not.
Seconds.
Did not get the number 2 pick. So Humberto, 8th pick, 12-teamer. Let's see, Dak, Bijan, Jacobs, Pollard, Dobbins. Nice. London, Higgins, Evans. Man, that's really nice.
This is a great team. This is a 12-teamer.
Yeah.
Bijan, Jacobs, Pollard. Oh my gosh, you got London, Higgins, Evans, Adams, Addison, Laporta. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is a great draft.
Yeah, is that Adams? Like Devontae Adams is somehow like your 4th receiver?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
all right, here we go. Rhett on the clock. And the instant chase, and I guess I get another Bijan. Here.
Nothing wrong.
2 wide receivers. Tatum.
Okay, Steven does have a question. We'll put it up. Are you going to put it up now?
Yes,
I guess we'll put it up
yeah.
now. Everyone, we already know what the first round is going to look like, pretty much. So he drafted last night 10-teamer, and it's super flex.
All right.
With the 8th pick, still got Lamar.
You got Lamar at the
8th pick.
You got Lamar at the 8th. What?
It's surprising. And Henry, and Genty, and Evans, really. Hawk, Pacheco, Baker as your QB2. Nice. Pearsall, Jacoby.
What the heck? I mean, you got Lamar, Baker, Henry, Genty, Evans, Ridley, Pearsall, Jacoby. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you got league winner Ja'Cory Prosky Merritt. This is a great team.
I know it's a 10-team. I don't know how in a super flex Lamar falls to the 8th pick.
I don't either.
Yeah, everybody's crushing it. Not surprising.
Yeah, you guys are crushing these drafts, man. You guys draft better than us pretty soon.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to it's like snatch the pebble from my hand, and you guys are snatching it. Okay, we've done all we can do for you. You're on your own now.
Yes, the grasshoppers have all grown and blown. It's a kung fu reference for those who are not as old as us.
Yeah. You better be into kung fu if you're on this channel. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. You know the endgame draft. Chase Brown, taken before Puka, before Nico, before Genty, before Achane.
Wow. Well, he looked good tonight. He scored a touchdown.
He did.
If there was any doubt, which I don't think there was any doubt.
Okay, so this I'm gonna have to go back and see what just happened in the first. Because I said that we already know the first round. Something was going on here because somehow Puka and Genty both are going to be available. One of them is going to be available to me. I'm picking like 8th or something.
Well, it is a 10-teamer.
AJ Brown. Okay. Puka, Genty. Who do I go? Wait, you said 3 receivers?
3 receivers, yes.
All right, Puka. Okay. CMC at the 5th. Tatum got him. Barkley, Jefferson, Henry, Gibbs, Neighbors. Amon-Ra. Okay, not too crazy. It was round 2 where things get a little shaken up. Puka falling though.
Right.
I don't know.
Everybody's scared to draft Achane. I'm not scared to draft Achane. I'm grabbing Achane here.
Well, I feel like that's the Puka thing is, Stafford. Everyone's still freaked out about Stafford.
Yeah, we'll go double hero RB here. We'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll survive.
I mean, he's my RB too. It's okay. Oh, and then I get Lad on the way back. Let's go.
Colin was picking at the 112. Got Nico BTJ at the turn. Nice. And then got JD McLaurin stacked the next turn. Also nice. And then got Laporta Pacheco. Next best RBs he picked, he said, were Tracy and Braylon. So he's asking, would you have skipped Laporta? Oh, let me make sure it's my turn.
Yeah, I probably would. I mean, Laporta's fine. I just feel like Laporta is one of those tight ends where it's like, is Laporta going to be significantly better than Hawkinson, Andrews, and Njoku, Ingram? Like, he's going to be way better than those guys? I don't know. I don't think so. So he's not a guy I feel like I'm fine with Laporta. I don't have any issue against, I'm not like, oh, don't draft Laporta. But I just feel like, can I just wait and get similar numbers, similar production to Laporta later in the draft? I mean, maybe not. Maybe I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel.
Yeah, I was optimistic about Laporta, but then now that he's got another injury, and I still think he'll be good. He's worth starting on a weekly basis as long as he's out there. But exactly, it's like for where you take him, like Kittle, it'll probably go a round earlier sometimes than Laporta. I'd rather have Kittle. I feel like he's gonna have a bigger season. I'd rather wait around later and get Hawkinson, or just wait altogether. I feel like he's kind of sandwiched in the middle. So I'm slowly slipping a little bit on Laporta. There goes Kittle, by the way. Tyreek. Carl wants me to tell him who I'm going to take so that he can snipe me. I'll think about it. I'll think about that. I got to remember this is a 10-teamer.
Yeah, it's hard when we just did a 12-teamer to get a 10-teamer and be like, what? This guy's still on the board?
Yeah, I know. It threw me off at first. I was like, wait a minute. I was still surprised Puka fell, past some of those guys. Okay, so what do I have? I got 2 and 1.
You got Bucky in the third?
Yeah. All right, I don't typically do this, but
yeah, you have to.
Yeah. I think staring at me right there. Let's go.
Yeah, you can't come 4th round Josh Allen. Some picks are just no-brainers.
Yeah. Yeah, Stinger, you gotta jump in one of these sometime when you get a chance. Doing them not quite every day, but trying almost every day.
All right. Well, with the last pick not being a QB, I can wait here. So let's go. Oh man, who do I have so far? Oh, I went double hero RB. I need wide receiver. Let's go McMillan. Very young wide receiver room right now.
I think that's a good thing. Typically a good thing. All right. Looks like I missed a question. Let me actually a couple. Put this up. Let you make your pick first here. This is from Ravi. Quick question, 12-man. Purdy, Bijan, Pollard, London, Tyreek Kittle, Evans, Jacoby, Pearsall, Should I keep 2 Falcons? If those are the 2 that you have, then yes.
Well, I expected Rhett to go QB, but I didn't expect it to be Burrow. How do I go? I just figured I was going to take Hurts or Daniels.
And you get to pick.
Man, I'd rather just have one given to me. Let's go Daniels this time. Just probably because he just played and ran in a 14-yard touchdown. Should I keep 2 Falcons? Who are your 2 Falcons? Bijan and London? Yeah.
Yeah.
If those are your 2 Falcons, I think you should keep them. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
He says any other moves. I mean, I don't think you have to do anything with this team that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't see anything. It's not like you have it's not like you drafted Lamar and Purdy or something. I'm like, hey, try to trade Purdy, or you drafted 2 good tight ends, trade it to nah. No. But yes, you're good with those 2 Falcons. You should feel good about that.
If anything, I mean, you only 2 Falcons, but you have 3 49ers. But you have good 49ers, so I think that's fine.
Yes.
All right, there's that. I'll get my pick in here. I am going to, by the way, been using it, but I failed to remind everyone about the live draft pilot. So I know I've got 2 receivers, a running back, and a quarterback. It's my turn. Here we go. Live pilot, my turn. It's telling me to take a wide receiver. I appreciate that advice. I took JMO in the last draft, so cannot do the same thing twice, back to back. Hunter, Ridley, Hunter. Let's go Ridley. Kyle Siebert Audio has Rice, Worthy, Pollard, Pickens, Irving, and Myers have to choose between Derrick Henry and Josh Allen for my franchise player. I feel like you put this in the Discord earlier, but I don't. Maybe it was a different somebody. Somebody asked about Derrick Henry as far as a franchise. Was this a standard league or was it not a standard league? Because I said if it was standards, you got to keep it. But either way, maybe this is a different one.
Yeah. Oh man.
Or maybe it was. Didn't we have this question in a previous stream? Didn't we? Right. This is familiar.
It doesn't seem familiar to me.
It does. Well, this is familiar. Unless I'm confusing with the other question that we got on Draft Lane.
I mean, I'm probably going Derrick Henry just because it's easier to find a good QB. Whereas, you're not going to find Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? In round 7, round 8, you're not going to find Derrick Henry.
Right.
But you could still potentially grab the Bo Nixes, the Brock Purdy's, the Dak Prescott's, the Justin Fieldses, those kind of guys. Maybe even the Baker Mayfields, Caleb Williams. You can grab those guys later, and they're not going to be as good as Josh Allen, of course, but they'll be good enough.
Right. You just think about it this way. Hold on. Draft pilots, guide me. It's telling me to still take a wide receiver. Wow, JMO's still there. Nobody took him.
There you go.
But wait a minute. I only have 1 running back, though. The value, or take my guy because he's my guy. I'm going to take my boy. Yeah, I think if I wait on running back, I'm going to regret it. So there we go. RJ Harvey. Think about it this way. Even if it's not a keeper round value question, Henry is basically a first rounder most everywhere. Josh Allen, I guess some people do reach to take him in the first round, but typically not. Second, third round, I just think of it that way. Henry's the more valuable player. All right, here we go. And you are high. I know you're pretty high on Jordan Mason.
Yes.
Sean Richardson, Jordan Mason, or Krosky Merritt?
I gotta go Jordan Mason. We know right now Jordan Mason is going to split work with Aaron Jones and is the goal line back. We still don't know Jacory Krosky Merritt's role. can't go too crazy right now. I mean,
yeah,
preseason is littered with hypes who did nothing. I'm not taking Krosky merit for guys I feel good about their role and their value. Like, you want to take them over dice rolls, like, you know, those late round guys. Like I might even take them over like the Trey Bensons and the Ray Davises and the guys who are just, you know, they're just handcuffs, but not guys who I feel can give me solid RB2 production.
And guys that are actually proven already in the NFL, like have actually done something.
I don't have a lot of waddle. Let's just take a waddle and see what happens.
This might be the real question right now. Xavier asking, look, so if something happens with B-Rob, is it JCM or is it Chris Rodriguez? I mean, nobody's even talking about Chris Rodriguez. He was there last year.
Right. That's a good question, because tonight it was Chris Rodriguez playing with the starters, not JCM. So I do think maybe they go to Chris Rodriguez earlier in the season, because I mean he's more comfortable with the offense and they do like him. But I think JCM has more talent, and eventually the talent could win out. But yeah, this is a fair question. Like, people are just assuming that, like, if B-Rob gets traded, it's going to be the JCM show, but and it might not be, at least not right away.
Exactly. We gotta kind of wait to see how things play out. Yes, surely Krosky Merit has huge upside that we don't know about, but it's not a slam dunk.
Right. Again, you want to take him over like those dice roll guys, or even those if you want to take him over like those, you know, boring guys, I guess, that, like, what are you really going to get from them? Like, who's somebody I'm thinking of? Like you want to take him over like the Cowboys running backs, you know, like, yeah, totally fine with that. Like, you know, those kind of guys, but I'm not going to take him over a guy that I feel pretty good is going to, you know, have a pretty large role in a good offense and just hope, you know, that he's the guy. And let's not forget, I know nobody's talking about this guy, but Austin Eckler is still there, and he got quite a bit of run last year. Like, it's not like there's still other guys there, still other guys here.
Yeah, the kind of annoying thing there is Eckler is going to have that third down role. He's going to kind of put a cap on the receiving work for either of those guys. And like, Chris Rodriguez is not really a pass catching back. I don't even know how much they would throw it to him anyways. Krosky Merit, who knows? I mean, like, he's shown good hands in camp. That's not the same as being out there on third down in the middle of a game during the NFL season when you've never done it before. It's going to take time. So, yeah, I fully acknowledge JCM has this higher ceiling, the perceived ceiling at least, but this is no sure thing. Levon Davis asking, how do I get in? Well, you can't get in on this draft because we're already going, but you can get in on some of the other drafts that we have. You check out that link scrolling down below at the on the ticker, and we'll put it in the comments again. Draftling.com/play. Get in any of these free public leagues we have posted almost every night up until week 1 starts.
Yes, I should be mentioning this. That's right. So anybody who didn't get in tonight, or even if you did get in tonight and you want to do more of these leagues, go to draftlane.com/play. We have a bunch of leagues running from, I think the first leagues start drafting this weekend. All different sizes, all different types, redraft, best ball, anything you want. They all use Draftlane. They all give you all the cool features that you get in here. Go check it out. We'd like to get them all filled by the season. If nothing else, you guys can help us out by playing in these leagues, having fun. We're going to give away prizes at the end of the year to the champions of every league. It's a little incentive for you guys. We just want as many leagues going so that we can just get as much action in this year as we can, so that we know everything works functionally, works perfect. And then next year, all in, baby, all in.
That's right. So get in any of those leagues right there. And if you're wanting to draft live here with us, like we're doing now, hey, check back in tomorrow. We're probably going to do one tomorrow, the next day too. So turn notifications on, so that way you know as soon as we do go live. assuming everybody watching has already subscribed. I'm just going to assume you've done that. You hit the subscribe button already and the thumbs up. Or where we round? Okay, round 9. This one's going fast, but it is a 10-teamer.
Yeah. All right, another Njoku for me. Look, Flacco's got to be great for it. Remember the last time we saw Flacco and Njoku? Njoku was winning people fantasy championships.
That's right. I'm telling you, I'm mostly serious. Flacco is a big boost for guys like Judy and Tillman and Njoku. You know, okay. So I saw this today. I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but apparently Harold Fannin, the rookie tight end, is getting a lot of run, and they were resting him with the ones, and they say they're going to use him a lot. I mean, I don't know about a second tight end on an already not great team, but I don't know. Harold Fannin Jr., any interest? Is it worry you about Njoku?
No, I'm not. I wasn't really that big on Harold Fannin Jr., to be honest. I'm not worried.
We'll see what plays out there. I will say that I could see them using him a little bit because they don't have a lot of depth at receiver. I don't know about Deontay Johnson with the comeback. We'll see. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
So far, he's saying and doing the right things, but
I mean, he better. This is like literally his last chance.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't mean I'm in on Deontay Johnson this year. Last year was enough.
Yeah, you know what? I really don't have almost any Judy. Here we go. Let's talk myself into Jerry Judy. Jesus said he accidentally drafted Judy and Tillman. Well, could be worse. I'm trying to think exactly how. No, I'm just kidding. Not the worst. Not the worst thing. I'll put the board back up. All right. Tyler Michael wants to know if we're going to have videos coming out about 14-man leagues specifically. Tips for that.
I mean, we don't have any 14-team league specific videos. I don't really have any. I don't think there's really any specific tips. Obviously, it's a deeper league. Waivers are probably going to be more thin. Depth matters. I'm going to be more averse to taking an early QB or tight end because I don't want to be struggling at running back or wide receiver in a 14-teamer where it's hard to find those guys on the waiver wire. I'd be way more apt to punt QB tight end in a format like that, assuming it's not, it's a relatively deep starting roster and stuff. So, but other than that, I mean, it's still a fantasy league. Just draft the best, draft good players. It's still a fantasy league. It's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it changes too drastically. Even if you say if you're in a 16-teamer, and that's getting pretty deep. But other than what you said is maybe you don't want to pull the trigger too early on quarterback and or tight end. Especially you just don't need to so much for quarterback because it kind of evens out there. People who have quarterbacks 7 through 14, there's not a big difference in terms of performance and point totals, so you might as well wait. But overall, I mean, I wouldn't tell you ever to draft safer. I'll take this guy because he's the high floor. The floor is not going to win you your league. You don't take crazy risks, but that's also just something you shouldn't do in a 12-team league. Also, just take a bunch of sleepers and just flyers, and that's it. So I don't think it changes too much. All right, I guess I have to take Andrews here. I don't have a tight end, right? I'll make sure I'm not mixing this up with the last one. Last one I got Bowers. This one, So I think this is okay. This is reasonable. This is kind of like the sweet spot for JCM where you're like, should I, shouldn't I? James, JCM, aka Big Beautiful Bill, apparently, is on the waivers. Would you drop Tank for him?
I think this is probably okay if you want to do this. We did see in the second preseason game, we saw more of what we expected. I think Bigsby kind of like early down guy, Etienne more of the pass catching guy. But at the same time, I don't know if Tank Bigsby has the upside of JCM if JCM is starting. So I think this is okay. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, you have to do it, but I think it's fine. I think if you want to do this, I'm more okay with this than like Jordan Mason.
Right. Exactly. Like we clearly have Mason ahead, like a few rounds, I should say. I feel like that's almost exactly where we have JCM, probably a little bit below Tank. But look, if Tank Bigsby is like your fourth running back, I mean, do this. It's fine. I like Tank. I'm drafting Tank a lot. But you want to take a swing on a guy you think might be a league winner? Yeah, I think this is fine. Everybody wants to. Oh, there you go. Well, there he is. What? Okay, well, this is a 10 team, around 11 in this one. So right outside pick 100. Everybody wants to make the obvious comparison because Liam Cohen's there. It's like someone like who's the Bucky Irving, who's the Rashad White, who's the Deshaun Tucker. Like there is no that's not how it is. I don't think, but I do think Tank gets the early down work. Right. I just like Tank the best, but apparently Etienne's showing a little bit of juice this year that he didn't have last year. But again, it's preseason.
Right.
I got, let me see, 5 receivers. Well, speaking of Bucky, yeah, I think I can go for another running back. Let's see what the live pilot says, though. I don't think I've even looked at the last couple of rounds. Okay. Oh, it's telling me to go receiver. Do I like Cup Breed Burden? Oh, you know what? There's Tank. All right, Tank it is. I'll go receiver on the way back.
Yeah, I thought about him, but I really want, like I said, I really want to get Walker or Charbonnet if I can. I just feel like these guys, man, Kubiak is just so good for running backs. So good. Like, I know it's preseason. I mean, did you see like the holes Zach Charbonnet was running through? Like, dude, like.
Yeah, no, I know. And that's why I'm kind of a little skeptical about the Seattle passing game. I really think they're just going to run the ball a lot more. And yeah, I think it'll work. I think they'll be able to. They got the personnel for it. What is up over from the baseball stream? We got N6RCS. What's up? Thoughts on JSN? Well, I literally just talked about that. I mean, he's still a high-end wide receiver. I don't think he's my favorite in the range where he's going. I find myself taking Mike Evans, Garrett Wilson instead a lot. I'm not avoiding him either, though. He says he's a sleeper. I don't feel like he's a sleeper, though. That's my problem, is I don't know if I want to take him in round 2.
Yeah, he's definitely not a sleeper this year. He usually goes second, third round. Yeah, he's another one for me. I'm like, I've taken him sometimes. Sometimes I pass on him. He's like one of those guys where I don't feel like I have to get him. Like if I get him, I get him. If I don't, I don't. That's kind of how I feel about him.
Right. Exactly. If he's the best player available when I'm picking there. But again, me personally, I find myself leaning sometimes more towards those other receivers. So. And then how do you feel about Puka at the 1-7?
No.
It's funny because I didn't catch the beginning of this draft. I got Puka in round 2. Yes, it's a 10-teamer, but still, I didn't have the last pick. So he felt to like pick what, 15 or something? No.
Yeah, I mean, I know Stafford, I guess he came back to practice today, but he didn't really do a whole lot, but at least he was out there. But still, this guy is one hit away. This guy is one hit away from his season being over or missing significant time. And I don't want Puka with Jimmy G or Stetson Bennett or whoever it's going to be. Like, Puka's fine. I still think Puka early second round is probably good. It's probably where I would take him. But I feel like at the 107, I can do better. Like Nico, CMC, even Neighbors, Onra. I take any of those guys over Puka. Derrick Henry, take any of those guys over Puka.
Yeah, it's a great offense for receivers, and he's a great receiver. But yeah, quarterback matters a lot. So there's just some risk there. Somebody, let me see, Jess wants me to stack Coleman with Allen. That would make sense, and I would do it, except that I am not at all in on Keon Coleman. Like, I'm pretty out. Now, I will take Josh Palmer if he's there. What do you think Mixon there at the end of the 12th round? Oh, there goes Keon Coleman. Darn, I can't get him. Mixon to end of round 12, too far?
Yeah, I think that's too far. I mean, I know we're worried, but he's still alive.
He is indeed.
I think this is probably too far for Ramondre to fall too. As much as I like Henderson, I mean,
yeah, we can't just declare these guys dead. Oh, okay, I see. Who was that? Josh's aces. Not denying me Josh Palmer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I should probably just take another running back anyways. Yeah, Kenny just basically just said it. Not totally out on Joe Mixon. There comes a point where he should be drafted.
Right. Like, it's like, this is the thing. Like with Achan, with Jefferson until he came back to practice this week, with who else is kind of like, I don't know. Like, people freak out way too much about what's going to happen like week 1, week 2, week 3. And I get it. Like, you don't want to draft this team and then lose right away, right? Like, you don't want to draft this team and already like your first or second round pick is not playing or whatever it is. But at the same time, it's like, if Joe Mixon, let's say misses like the first 3 or 4 or 5 games and then comes back and is the lead running back for the Houston Texans, yeah, he's going to be fine in fantasy this year. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be fine in fantasy. So yeah, like, I don't like drafting him where he usually goes in fantasy drafts. I talk about this on tomorrow's video. But when he's fallen this far, it's like you got to just take him at that point, right? It's like you got to take him at this point. Like if he misses 6 games, most of the players you're drafting in that range aren't going to give you any fantasy value at any point in the entire season.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense. I think like Woody Marks shouldn't be drafted before Joe Mixon. He's not the starter.
Right.
All right, well, that's it. That draft is over. So you can go in, and anyone who possibly jumped in late hasn't seen this yet, you set your lineup, and then once you do that, make sure you get Bucky in there. You have all these options down here. Actually, let me set my lineup first, just so it'll make more sense. So let's just assume that Justin Jefferson still has a hamstring, Puka Nacua still has a quarterback, and all those fun things, right, are going on. I'm going to choose who to boost. I'll go down here. I'm going to boost a player. who do I think is going to go off? Because that players, it says there's going to give me an additional 50% of their points. Can't pick a quarterback because that's a little unfair, especially if I have Josh Allen. But you can pick anybody else here. I think I'll go Jefferson. Get the boost. Something you can do here. Those NFL picks I talked about earlier, the league picks, all ways to get some extra points, maybe even extra wins. And we also have bust protection. You don't need that in best ball, which we have. And the swap player feature, those are things you can use in game. So all of that stuff. Where is it? Draft Lane. It's on Draft Lane.
Also, guys, got to bring this up. If you got the Draft Lane app, you've done these drafts, or you've used the app, or you're going to use the app, do us a big favor. Go into the App Store, or I guess in the Google Play Store. Give us a review on the app, because we don't have a lot of reviews on there yet. It helps out in the App Store, helps get it approved faster for updates. So if you can, just take a few seconds or a few minutes, go into the App Store. You don't have to write a comment. I think you just tap on the stars if you want. We'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. So also appreciate you just trying it out. Free to download, free to join these leagues. Go to draftlane.com/play. You can see all the public leagues we have available. Just sign up for a time. All we ask is that if you do pick a draft that you want to join, just show up and draft and, try to be active. Use it. Let us know what you think. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Go to the Draftlane support channel, and you can leave us some comments there. Constructive criticism is always appreciated. If you have any glitches or errors or anything like that, tell us. Let us know. So there we go. And we'll do another one of these. You want to draft with us and get in an actual league? And these were not mocks. These are real leagues. They're going to run this season. We're going to be in probably about 300 leagues by the time this year starts. And that's okay, because it's worth it. But join us and hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Turn on notifications so you know when we draft next. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one.